Whether you're facing repairs, inherited a property, or just want a faster sale, this is what you need to know before listing your home as is. In today's video, we're breaking down what it really means to sell your home as is, who it works best for, and what kind of offers you can expect. Selling your home as is means listing your property without making any repairs or renovations. While this approach offers benefits, it can also have some disadvantages that you should be aware of before making a final decision. One of the primary benefits of selling as is the potential to save time and money. You want to understand buyers' preferences. The more buyers you impress, the higher offers you're likely to receive. If you want top dollar, you have to be able to compete in the market. Every buyer has different preferences, and understanding these preferences can help you determine where to focus. First and foremost, disclose, disclose, disclose. Every seller has to submit a seller's disclosure, and that document is good past the sale of the home. It's important that if you're selling your property in as-is condition, you should still disclose all that you know about the property. If you're aware of structural problems, issues with the roof, don't hide them from prospective buyers. This can lead to problems in the future and possible lawsuits if it can be proven that you blatantly didn't disclose these known problems. I sat in on a closing before for another agent, and it was an investment property. The buyer was sharing a story about a property he had purchased in the past where the seller's disclosure did not indicate that there were any issues with the roof. So when the tenants contacted him about an issue with the roof, he was really surprised by the damages that they were showing. And what happened was the tenant had actually sent messages to the previous owner in the past showing them the issues with the roof. So he had his proof right there between the seller's disclosure not indicating that there were issues with the roof, and then the tenant having proof that they had sent it to the previous owner that indicating that there were problems with the roof. He was able to get a settlement in his favor for the property. So it's very important that you share everything that you know so it doesn't come back to bite you in the bottom, okay? You want to address any necessary repairs. It's important to fix issues that may discourage potential buyers. Not every minor repair needs to be tackled. Focus on repairing what is visibly broken or anything that poses a significant problem. Think leaky faucets, malfunctioning light fixtures, loose handrails. Prioritize anything that affects safety, functionality, or aesthetics within the budget and the time frame. I'm not talking over improving. Hear me out. When selling a home in as-is condition, a homeowner is not going to replace the HVAC system or repaint the exterior. However, making some small repairs and upgrades could be a good idea, depending on the situation. Let me give you my own true story. If you want to see my house before I last sold it, I will tag it here. But the living room, the family room carpets, as well as the carpets on the stairs had, lived their life. So we had them replaced before we sold the last property. Somehow I sent a package there and I needed to go to the property to pick up the package. Would you believe that within the first 3 months, they had pulled all of that new carpet up and put in hardwoods in those areas? So it was a complete waste of money. I could have just, instead of spending I think it was close to $2,000, I could have spent $200, $300 and just got the carpets cleaned. So that's just an idea. Another suggestion is remove stuff. Say for example, some homes have outdated window treatments. Sometimes it actually looks better to just remove those window treatments and maybe put up the paper ones, the temporary treatments that you can get at Lowe's and Home Depot, even on Amazon. And they photograph better and they make the property look less dated. Also, pay attention to windows. Natural light is a huge seller. Can you clean the glass? If there's anything that you can do to help that can significantly help the visual appeal. Another one, cleanliness is going to win every time. Clear out the clutter. Clear out the clutter. Clear out the clutter. Pay for a dumpster and someone to clean out the chaos. Might cost you up front, but the home will photograph better and it will photograph bigger. And that in turn can lure in more potential buyers. And more buyers equals more opportunities to sell to get you a better price. You can't buy what you don't go see. You gotta get them in the door. And speaking of getting them in the door, curb appeal. The exterior is the first thing buyers see. These pictures are going on the internet. It's important to enhance your curb appeal before selling. Simple things like tidy up the landscaping, get out that weed whacker, mow the lawn, trim the bushes, maybe add on a little mulch. This can significantly improve the overall appearance. That's typically all they give you with new construction anyway, so there's no need to go over the top. Buyers may use the property's condition as leverage, so making the property look its best is the first line of defense from lowball offers. As a seller, you should be prepared for this and be very strategic when setting an asking price. Review the comps. What is your as-is property competing with at the same price point? And don't forget, when selling as is, it can attract investors and experienced buyers who are comfortable with undertaking renovations. These buyers may see the potential in a property that requires work and can envision the possibilities. These buyers are willing to invest time and effort to make the necessary repairs or updates. Ultimately, selling as is a decision that must be considered carefully. Focus on repairs that truly matter and use an agent who can help you distinguish between necessary fixes and cosmetic fixes. This will save you time and money while presenting your house in the best possible light to potential buyers. Don't over improve. Whether you're planning to buy or sell in 2025 or beyond, understanding your local market is key, and I would love to be your realtor. My name is Tiffany Nelson. I'm a realtor here in the greater Allentown area. If you or someone you know needs a realtor, I would love to hear from you. I did a video on a townhome being sold as is. It didn't sell. Don't make the same mistakes. Check out that video here. Thanks for watching. Every seller has to submit